Selamat siang, perkenalkan nama saya Lerisa Daniela. Saya adalah dosen dari program studi S1 Sastra Inggris di Universitas Internasional Jakarta. Pada kesempatan kali ini, saya akan menjelaskan tentang mata kuliah yang saya ampu, yaitu English for Business 2. Pengajaran merupakan bagian dari Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi yang menjadi tanggung jawab dosen. Jumlah pengajaran tatap muka adalah 14 kali, 1 kali UTS dan 1 kali UAS, sehingga totalnya adalah 16 kali pertemuan. Dalam pengajaran, saya menerapkan DIA System atau Delivery, Interaction, and Assessment yang mengacu pada RPS yang sudah dibuat dan disetujui oleh Ketua Program Studi. Delivery adalah proses penyampaian materi kuliah atau topik pembelajaran dari dosen kepada mahasiswa sehingga mereka memahami isi dari materi atau topik yang diajarkan. Interaction adalah proses interaksi antara dosen dengan mahasiswa selama proses pengajaran berlangsung. Interaksi dalam pengajaran menjadi penting agar mahasiswa dapat bertanya jika masih ada yang belum jelas, dan dosen juga dapat melihat bagaimana keterlibatan mahasiswa dalam proses pengajaran. Yang terakhir adalah assessment. Assessment atau dapat diartikan sebagai penilaian adalah untuk mengukur pemahaman mahasiswa terhadap mata kuliah yang diajarkan dan ketercapaian CPMK. Pada mata kuliah ini, saya memberikan beberapa assignments atau tugas yang harus dikerjakan oleh mahasiswa. Selain itu, saya juga memberikan UTS dan UAS berupa proyek. Selanjutnya, saya akan menjelaskan tentang mata kuliah English for Business 2, yang merupakan mata kuliah wajib universitas yang harus diambil oleh mahasiswa tingkat 2 dari semua program studi yang ada di Universitas Internasional Jakarta. English for Business 2 memiliki bobot 2 SKS dengan mata kuliah prasyarat English for Business 1 dengan bobot SKS yang sama. Bahasa Inggris merupakan bahasa pengantar utama dalam mata kuliah ini. English for Business 2 ini mengeksplorasi kemahiran bahasa Inggris mahasiswa dalam lingkup yang profesional. Secara spesifik, seluruh topik yang disampaikan berkaitan dengan rencana pengembangan karir mahasiswa, seperti penulisan CV, penulisan surat lamaran, pemanfaatan LinkedIn, pembuatan portfolio, dan simulasi wawancara kerja yang dilakukan dalam bahasa Inggris. Topik-topik tersebut diberikan agar mahasiswa pada tingkat akhir nanti atau ketika lulus, mahasiswa sudah siap bersaing di dunia kerja, terutama di perusahaan multinasional atau perusahaan internasional. Dalam proses penulisan CV, surat lamaran, pemanfaatan LinkedIn, dan portfolio, akan diadakan sesi konsultasi atau yang disebut juga coaching klinik untuk memberikan feedback terhadap dokumen yang sudah mereka buat sehingga mereka dapat memperbaiki pada sesi berikutnya. UTS dari mata kuliah ini adalah mahasiswa diminta untuk membuat CV dan surat lamaran dalam bahasa Inggris untuk lowongan pekerjaan yang mereka ingin coba apply. Sedangkan UAS-nya adalah simulasi wawancara kerja yang dilakukan dalam bahasa Inggris. Apabila memungkinkan, pada minggu ke-14 atau minggu ke-15, praktisi HR atau Human Resource akan diundang untuk memberikan kuliah umum kepada mahasiswa. Kehadiran HR practitioner ini diharapkan dapat memberikan perspektif yang real tentang situasi dan kebutuhan di dunia kerja saat ini. Secara detail, capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah English for Business ada 10 poin. Yang pertama, mahasiswa mampu membuat CV yang kreatif dan formal dalam bahasa Inggris. Kedua, mahasiswa dapat membuat chronological dan functional CV dalam bahasa Inggris. Ketiga, mahasiswa dapat membuat surat lamaran yang komprehensif dalam bahasa Inggris. Keempat, mahasiswa dapat mengelaborasi dengan jelas tentang keahlian dan kompetensi yang mereka miliki di dalam surat lamaran mereka. Kelima, mahasiswa dapat membuat akun LinkedIn yang mengesankan dan familiar dengan semua fitur yang terdapat di dalamnya. Keenam, mahasiswa dapat memanfaatkan LinkedIn sebagai CV online dan juga sebagai sosial media yang profesional. Ketujuh, mahasiswa dapat membuat portfolio berdasarkan latar belakang program studi mereka atau berdasarkan minat yang mereka miliki. Kedelapan, mahasiswa memahami atmosfer wawancara kerja dalam bahasa Inggris, termasuk perilaku profesional yang perlu diperhatikan selama wawancara berlangsung. Kesembilan, mahasiswa memahami pertanyaan dan jawaban yang umumnya ada dalam wawancara kerja, terutama yang dilakukan dalam bahasa Inggris. Yang terakhir, mahasiswa dapat memberikan respon yang baik terhadap wawancara kerja yang dilakukan dalam bahasa Inggris. Sebagai referensi utama, buku yang digunakan dalam mata kuliah ini adalah Cambridge English for Job Hunting by Dawn Scoln yang terbit di tahun 2008. Selain itu, untuk memperbaharui sumber pembelajaran, saya juga menggunakan referensi lain dari internet, baik dari LinkedIn itu sendiri, dari YouTube channel yang berkaitan, dari artikel berita, dan juga dari blog. Sekarang, saya akan menjelaskan tentang sistem penilaian atau assessment system. Assessment berupa assignments dan ujian diberikan untuk mengukur kemampuan mahasiswa terhadap capaian pembelajaran yang ditargetkan. Assessment dilakukan secara objektif dan terbuka melalui Google Classroom dan sistem akademik UIJ yang disebut SIAKAT agar mahasiswa dapat memantau perkembangan hasil belajarnya secara real time. Assessment atau indikator penilaian mata kuliah English for Business 2 terdiri dari penilaian kehadiran dengan persentase 5%, partisipasi di kelas sebanyak 15%, assignments atau tugas-tugas sebanyak 40% karena terdiri dari 4 tugas, jadi masing-masing tugas berbobot 10%. Lalu UTS 20% dan UAS 20%. Materi kuliah serta pemberian, pengumpulan, dan penilaian tugas baik UTS maupun UAS dilakukan melalui aplikasi Google Classroom. Hal ini agar mahasiswa dapat melihat progres penilaiannya di mata kuliah ini. Di akhir semester, seluruh nilai yang ada di Google Classroom diinputkan ke dalam sistem akademik UIJ yang disebut dengan SIAKAT. Baik, demikian pemaparan saya tentang mata kuliah English for Business 2 yang saya ampu di semester genap tahun akademik 2023-2024. Di mana pada mata kuliah ini saya menerapkan DIA system, Delivery, Interaction, and Assessment. Selanjutnya, saya akan memperlihatkan video mengajar saya. Terima kasih dan selamat menyaksikan. Good morning, guys. Jadi beda ya. Okay, so today's topic is about LinkedIn. And last week, I have asked you to make your LinkedIn account. So have you made one? Because I want to see the full version of your LinkedIn account. Okay, so today, the purpose of this lecture is to give you an understanding or to introduce you, for those who have never known what LinkedIn is, about, like how to make it. You tried once, right? Was it difficult to make a LinkedIn account? Do you use your own email or Jia use email? Good, that's great. Yeah. So by the end of this class, I expect all of you to know what LinkedIn is, how to utilize it, not only just to make it, but to actively utilize it from now on. And the reason why this part or this topic is being taught today, just like the CV and the previous cover letter, is that this is not just an online CV. So if previously I said that LinkedIn is an online CV, but actually it's really not just an online CV, but it's a professional social media. So you have to use it actively, just like you use your Instagram, your Twitter, your TikTok, and everything, but for professional matters, professional purposes. So build connections, add people, interact with them, like the posts, give comments. So make an interaction to make your LinkedIn alive. So not just exist, yeah, but alive, something like that. Okay, so we will start with this short article from LinkedIn, taken from LinkedIn, yeah. This is LinkedIn optimization, especially for those like you who are the beginners. Anyone can help me to read it? Yeah, until, okay, it's okay, just the whole part because it's just a short article. Anyone? Yang mau coba baca? LinkedIn optimization. Boleh Sharon, silahkan.
LinkedIn optimization. Have you ever heard about LinkedIn, guys? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you know about LinkedIn? You have LinkedIn account,
Okay.
and LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network on the internet. You can use LinkedIn to find the right job or internship, connect and strengthen professional relationships, and learn the skills you need to succeed in your career. A complete LinkedIn profile can help you connect with opportunities by showcasing your unique professional story, job experience, skills, and education. You can also use LinkedIn to organize offline events, join groups, write articles, post photos and videos, and more. How do I get started on LinkedIn? LinkedIn is an online platform that connects the world's professionals. Here are a few steps to get started on LinkedIn. First one, create your profile. Signing up and creating your profile is the best way to begin using LinkedIn. A complete LinkedIn profile will summarize your professional experience with your connections, current and future employers, and recruiters. Through your profile, you can showcase your professional lives, milestones, skills, and interests.
Okay.
The second one is build your network. Your network plays a crucial part in unlocking the power of LinkedIn. It will help you understand what is happening in your industry and professional circle. You can begin by adding your family, friends, past or current classmates, and co-workers to your work. You can also follow people, companies, or topics by navigating directly to the Follow Fresh Perspectives page, which displays recommended sources to follow. You can use the LinkedIn events to feature to create and join professional events such as online workshops, seminars, sales and marketing events, network events, and more.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? For the rest of the article, would like to read it? Just 3, 4, and 5. Anyone? Ripka?
Find a job. If you're looking for a new professional opportunity, you can get started on your job search on LinkedIn.
Okay.
You can use LinkedIn to research companies and reach out to the hiring community. You can also apply directly for roles, save job searches, and notify your connections and recruiters that you're open for job opportunities.
Okay.
Fourth, participate in conversations. You can easily participate in conversations on LinkedIn. Participating in conversations can allow you to share your perspective on relevant issues and topics with others. You can like and comment on posts and articles on LinkedIn. You can create or join LinkedIn groups to connect and grow with members who share your interests, experiences, or aspirations. You can also use a set of lightweight expressions called LinkedIn Reaction to easily communicate with your network. Fifth, post content. Millions of members come to LinkedIn every day to connect, learn, and share. You can empower and educate your professional circle with the content you post on LinkedIn. You can also share your thoughts and ideas with LinkedIn members using the share box.
Okay, thank you. Let's break it down one by one, for a moment. So as I said at the beginning, that LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network on the internet. Okay, so it's not just like one site when you make your own CV. There should be a two sides or multiple sides connection between you and the other LinkedIn users and even the recruiters for you later in the future to find a job. If you do not follow anyone, if you do not have interactions with anyone, then they will not find you either. Just because you put, do you know the notification in the picture like open to work, something like that? Just because you put that or give that sign to your profile doesn't mean that they can reach you. still, you need to actively use it or interact with the others so that they can find you easily. Yeah, so not just like open to work, but then when they access to your profile, it's empty, then it's not interesting. Something like that. Okay. How do I get started on LinkedIn? Create your profile. Okay, you've done this ya, semua sudah buat, you have your own profile, but not complete yet. Nanti kita lihat ya, so let's see later. And then build your network. Now I want to ask you, how many people you follow in your account? Sudah follow berapa orang? 5, okay. It's okay, kan baru pertama ya, 5, 3, 5, 2, 9. So now follow anyone you like. It could be someone famous or like influencer or anyone with the same interest as you, yeah. So and it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a company because LinkedIn doesn't always belong to an individual. But a company usually also create their own LinkedIn. So for example, for the accounting students, if you have interest with the top 4, yeah, the big 4 firm, so you can follow them in case they have it, gitu ya. So this is a real experience that I want to share you. Job hunters, recruiters, companies, if they need specific people, they will come to you. They will reach you. And if my profile is not that interesting, they will not find me. Or they will find me, but they will skip it because, okay, this LinkedIn is not complete yet. I think she's not the person I'm looking for. Probably you have all the skills that they are looking for. But because you do not show it up in your LinkedIn, they don't know it. So just show off, pamerin aja gitu ya. Just show off all the good things about you in your LinkedIn. So that's why I give you this course or this material today in your second year so that you can prepare yourself from now on. So later when you graduate, your LinkedIn itu udah nggak empty lagi gitu, sudah ada isinya. So if you join events, all the certificate posted. Saya udah ada lihat beberapa di antara kalian yang ngepost sertifikat. But not just post the certificate. Put explanations. What activity it is. What is your role there? Yeah, how beneficial is this for you? What skills do you get from this event? Something like that. Ini ada beberapa artikel, I will give you the link as well so that you can read that by yourself, seperti ini. Have you opened your own LinkedIn account? Sudah ya? Oke. Now my question. Picture, sudah ada semuanya? Yes. Sudah. Does it have to be exactly the same picture with your CV atau enggak sih? Boleh. Can you put a different picture from your CV for your LinkedIn? Boleh. LinkedIn could be a little bit more casual than your CV. So, try to be like smart casual, something like that. Ya, boleh gitu. But not really that casual. Terus, di sininya kalian ada pasang sesuatu atau kosong? Kosong. Try to put something. It could be a picture or it could be like your name. Some of you put a design with your name right here. It's okay. But do not leave it empty. Because when people open your LinkedIn, this is the first thing they see. So this is the first impression they find from you, gitu. Even from a picture. So if your picture is interesting enough, confident enough, then they will go through the whole page, gitu. But if you do not put anything here and they see it like empty, then ya udah ke bawahnya juga pasti kosong. Then down below it's also empty, begitu. Yeah, so try to maximize or try to complete all the features provided here. Yeah, it doesn't have to be now. I mean, like as the time goes by, starting from now until you graduate, try to always complete it, gitu. Okay, di sini for this one, diisi apa sama kalian? Final year student. Okay. Undergraduate student. Okay, ada lagi? Yang tulis major kayaknya ada ya, saya lihat sekilas. Undergraduate student of English literature, something like that. Ada yang accounting juga kalau saya tidak salah. Okay. For now, it's okay. For now, it's okay for you to put like that. But it would be better if you can put your interest, not expertise, because you're not expertise in that part yet, but your interest. For example, EL, what's your interest? Is it translation? Is it copywriting? Is it media or interpreting, something like that? It's better for you to put it that one. Ya, untuk yang IT, for the IT students, ya boleh ditaruh something related to the IT or the concentration of IT. Accounting juga begitu. Auditing kah, taxation kah, atau finance, something like that. Itu boleh ditaruh. So, put something more specific rather than just your major. Last week, if I'm not mistaken, you can copy the, what is it? About in your CV, yeah, or personal statement. Because again, this about is like the summary of whole part, gitu. The summary of your LinkedIn. If they don't have time to go through the whole page, they can read it. What makes it a little bit different from CV? Kalau di CV kan terbatas. You can just put like one short paragraph in your CV. Kalau di sini enggak, kamu bisa taruh banyak. You can put a lot more than that. Kalau nggak salah berapa ya? 1,000 something, 1,000 something words, if I'm not mistaken, that you can put here. The connection. Okay, so you can put something more than what you put on your in your cover letter, in your CV. Jadi boleh ditambahkan gitu ya. Seperti itu di about, and then featured, and then activity. Who put your certificates, pictures? If you want to post something, where do you put it? In this one or this one? Activity or featured? Both. Okay, activity. Nah, apakah dua-duanya boleh, Miss? Boleh. Boleh nggak, Miss, saya taruh di activity tapi saya tidak taruh di featured? Atau saya harus taruh di keduanya? Boleh salah satu aja. Apa sih, Miss, bedanya? The difference is that when you put it in the activity, it's just like fit the Facebook, like in the Facebook or in the Twitter, it's like a fit. So when you put the new post, the old one will go down. If you put the newer one, the older one will go down. Jadi lama-lama yang older post itu akan tenggelam, akan ketutup, akan tidak terlihat. But when you put that in the featured, dia akan langsung kelihatan di sini. Dia nggak akan tenggelam dengan post-post lain yang sudah lebih baru. Gitu. Jadi akan tetap terlihat. But the point is that only put the most valuable, the most important things on featured. The most interesting thing about you that you want to show off to people, di featured. Nah, di sini di education ya. So the institution, the major, and then duration-nya berapa lama gitu, atau periodnya berapa lama. Kalau mau ditambahkan detail juga boleh. Di sini saya kasih satu contoh. As an English literature student, I learned a lot about linguistic and literature courses such as blah 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 gitu. Kalau mau ditambahkan, if you want to explain in more detail about your major in case you have certain concentrations gitu. Oke, so far sampai di sini ada yang mau ditanya? Yes, boleh. Volunteering, betul.
We can add when we do project with your class in the previous class.
Apa tuh? What did we do?
English for business like.
Oh sure. Itu volunteer, or even you can put that as a community service, let's say, ya. So it's like an event. Di sini mungkin bisa masuknya projects, itu boleh. Ya, di projects boleh ditambahkan di situ gitu. Oke, so kalian ada menu ini di atas add profile section. Can you please click that? So these are all the menus of the LinkedIn. Ya, please see the core one. Ini ada 4 ya. Ada 3. There are 3: core, recommended, and additional. Silakan, Rif.
Arif Sorayananpulu, a dedicated and ambitious English literature student at Jakarta International University, envisions a bright future encompassing roles as a human resource specialist for talent acquisition, people analytics, etc. His pursuit of academic excellence is supported by the Founders Scholarship, is complemented by a strong sense of social responsibility as exemplified by his recent service at an overnight in Lembang and internship with non-government organizations. Arif's educational achievement extend to law and social science, earning him a study in India scholarship from Mawardi University in 2019. He's not only a scholar but also a dynamic contributor to various student organizations, serving as a crucial liaison between students and administrative bodies, showcasing his strong commitment to leadership and collaboration. Moreover, Arif has garnered a remarkable list of accomplishments from being recognized as a youth leader to winning special awards in business competition and securing a study in India scholarship, all of which underpin his unwavering dedication to continuous learning and personal growth. With skills in project management, community development, public relations, and multilingual proficiency, Arif is poised to make a lasting impact in his future endeavors, driving positive change in society.
Thank you, Arif. Okay, Asal, read it, please.
About I'm a professional photographer with 4 years experience working in the wedding photography union development organization in the tourism sector. I have an extractor and organize video with wide interest and passion to gain more experience in tourism photography and videography. As an
Enthusiastic?
enthusiastic individual who eager to learn new things. I am professionally interested in working with people from various backgrounds, as I can also learn from them.
Okay, great. So, ini dari personal statement yang ada di CV ya. Okay, thank you. So, I give you time again to maximize to utilize your LinkedIn. I give you like more time to revise it. Kalau ada yang sudah saya nilai, tapi setelah itu kalian revise lagi, let me know. Miss, I have updated my LinkedIn. Can you please check again? Kalau misalnya memang itu lebih oke, lebih bagus ya, why not gitu. Nanti saya bisa upgrade nilainya gitu. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention, guys. This is the end of week 7. So by this time, you already know how to make a LinkedIn, how to utilize it, how to use it actively, how to interact and get connected with everyone, professionally. So this is also a social media, but for professional purpose, not for the casual one. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next week. Bye. Okay.